Hey everybody, Luke here. I got game 3 of the Northstar tournament. So far, I've won one game with a minor victory, won in my second game with a fairly major victory, and I'm sitting pretty happy. It's been a good time. I've met a bunch of great people, and my next opponent is no exception. Chris from Duluth, Minnesota, brought a beautiful Warriors army. I mean, just look at it. He's got a bunch of good conversions, using lots of great horses to represent Juggernauts. He's got this whole Chaos Undivided theme going. Yes, he is a Demon Prince. I looked down and I got very sad. But that BSB caught my eye. I got happy again. I mean, look at that great. It's kind of a bad picture. He's got this great portal, and he's got various aspects of the different gods coming out. It's freaking great. And it's a Monster Mash painful list. I knew I was in for some trouble right away. But he's a great guy. We laughed about the whole game, and I was happy to meet him. So in this game, game 3, the deployment zone's on the diagonal, which is sad because you don't want to be on the diagonal with a chaos army like this. We got a really cool like Araby themed board going on here, so I was very happy about it. Just kind of nice and bright, felt good. In this game, the goal is to get to the objective that's in the middle. We're using that little chaos stone there. Control the objective, gets 300 victory points, don't have it contested. The minor objective in this one is to buy your opponent a beer, and Chris immediately bought me one. I bought him a soda, didn't want to drink beer, but it was a good time. So deployment is on the diagonals. You can see here, here's basically how I deployed. I won't go through the whole army. You guys have probably seen it in the other games. I'm not crowding the line so much with this one. I've got Doom Divers in the back. I want to shoot a couple of times. I want to take off some of the things that I should have been further in the corner, I was thinking. But there was this building here where I put my Doom Diver. Made me think, let's try to hold it, not crowd the line, get a couple of rounds of shooting, and then just be a solid, unified force that can go in together. That's what I was thinking. We'll see what happens. Chris brought a group of dogs, a chariot. Now, some of his chariots, I think he has 2 Nurgle, which are on the other side of the board. One of these is Slanesh, and I don't remember what the other one is marked. Anyway, he's rocking various types of marks. So 2 chariots, a group of skull crushers, a group of dogs. Then in the middle, he's got his BSB on a Juggernaut with that awesome huge portal standing above him. It's just great. He's got a Manticore behind. I have a hard time seeing him. The Manticore is right behind the palm tree there. Then he's got a Demon Prince. This picture's taken during turn 1, which is why the Demon Prince is moved up. But he would be on the line. Then he's got Skull Crushers, a second group of them, and 2 Nurgle chariots there. So that's it. I'm terrified already, but let's go. He wins first turn. His Demon Prince is rocking the Lord of Death. He decides to go. He was going to let me go first, but then when he got his spells, decided that he was going to go first instead because we were kind of doing it out of order. And I don't blame him. Lord of Death is pretty strong, being right up on us. So we go Warriors of Chaos turn 1. The Demon Prince flies right next to the Trolls. And I immediately think, man, I should have probably broke them up into different units. And actually I wasn't sure if I could do that. I had put on my character or on the army sheet that they were one group. I don't know if I had the freedom to break them up as I wanted. Anyway, he flies right there, and I'm immediately like, well, I'm not going to be able to get a charge in on him. And he hasn't charged them, so there's no combat this round, but hopefully it won't screw up the battle line too much. I will probably, will get to shoot at him, so that's nice. Over on this right flank, his dogs move up around the Ragnarok. You can see the Juggers are coming in, and the 2 chariots are ready to mess around and slam into that spider. On this side, he brings the dogs close enough to draw the Fanatics, and I throw 1 Fanatic in front of my Black Orcs. I'm hoping for a Hail Mary to get it into to the Demon Prince, and I did it. The angle looks weird here, but I believe I did it in such a way that it would bounce through the Trolls and the Demon Prince to try to eke out a little extra distance, but I couldn't get it. So now I rolled fairly average, so he's gonna just be right in front of my Black Orcs. But whatever, I'll go over him if I have to. The other Fanatic falls short and just sits right in front of the dogs. On this side, you can see he's moving up his chariots and the dogs as well to kind of just get this pincher going and get up on me. The Manticore moves behind the Demon Prince, as you can see here, just kind of getting some protection. And we go to Magic. It's 5 dice to 3, so I don't have to weather too big of a phase. He tries for Fate of Bajuna on my BSB, and I used the Dispel Scroll on that. He rolled pretty high and only had 3. So I weathered that turn. Go to Orcs and Goblins turn 1, and I fail stupidity on Leader 9 rerollable. It just isn't happening. It's just like my trolls do not want to cooperate even when I'm there to help them. So they bumble forward, bounce off the Demon Prince, but I'm not in combat. So now that thing's going to be free to fly wherever it wants, and that sucks. Now, that's some bad luck with the trolls, but I forgot to mention in my previous game, I am currently 7 for 7 direct hits on my Doom Divers, which I have never had happen. I'm like 40% chance to blow up a Doom Diver every time it shoots, and in the last game versus Beastmen, 7 for 7. So, I really can't complain too much about trolls being stupid. I take them. I know they're going to be there. I know they're going to fail me, and they fail me. Otherwise, I move up just a little bit with the goblins there to try to tar pit anything I can, even a little. The Ragnarok terrors the dogs within an inch of going off the board, but not quite. And he doesn't have the leadership on his own here, even though it's rerollable. And I cannot redirect into one of the chariots. I might not have made that anyway. It's a pretty far distance, but hey, the Ragnarok is supposed to do it. We go to Magic, and it's 7 dice to 4. I decide for my backup plan, grab that Arachnarok with the Hand of Gork, move him behind me, block where the Demon Prince can go, and get him away from those chariots. And I throw all my dice at it, don't get Irresistible Force, and he's able to dispel with his scroll. Sad. So now that's really looking painful. We go to shooting. Doom Diver 1 hits the Demon Prince direct shot. That's 8 for 8 Doom Diver shots, by the way, for those of you keeping track. And I only roll 2 wounds. Charm Shield takes away 1, and the other one, I believe he ward saves. That was my chance right there. Doom Diver 2 takes aim to blow up the Demon Prince and misfires and blows up. And that was due, so I can't complain about that. But sadly now it's all over. That Demon Prince is going to have his way with me. I open up with some bows and kill 4 dogs and trigger a panic test, but he gets Insane Courage and the dogs stick around. I think they're all within the leadership and rerollable anyway. But it's just nice to say it was Insane Courage, man. It was the dice. Warriors of Chaos turn 2. Yep, Arachnarok gets what's coming to him. He gets Chariot in the front, Chariot in the side. Can't do much about that. Juggernaut's going to the building. He's going to get off the riders, or the riders are going to get off the mounts, go in and knock around that Doom Diver a bit. His chariot goes into my chariot. I elect not to flee because that would just mean he could maybe go into my gobos, and, well, who cares? It's what it's there for anyway. If I flee, there's really no room to rally and come back and save the day. And now I'm in big, big trouble. The Demon Prince flies up and over, and the Manticore flies up and over. Now, I might have been able to mitigate this a little bit with the Arachnarok, but not much. I mean, look he's a flying Demon Prince. He paid for the upgrade. He's going where he wants, man. I can't do much about it. It was nice knowing you guys. So we go to the Magic phase. Here's what it looks like before the Magic phase. I just want you to know this. This is the level 4 of death. We roll the dice. 5 dice to 4. Hey, I'm thinking, this is not a bad Magic phase. I might live through this. We'll see what happens. 5 dice Purple Sun. It goes off. I can't stop it. He lays it. A little cheesy, but I would have done it too. He lays it starting on the Black Orcs. Kills 2. Kills 17 Savage Orcs and my BSB, who fails his Lookout Sir. 18 die there. Throws it right into the Juggernauts. Doesn't even care. Kills one of them. I'm like, holy crap. That was a big spell. Thankfully, it's over. Magic phase is over. Oh no, the Lore of Death's attribute is the most broken thing in the game, and he gets 10 dice back. And I'm thinking, holy shit. What? Uh-oh. Spirit Leech on the General. Dead. Can't stop it. Caress of Lannith on the Shaman. Dead. Can't stop it. Why not? He's got dice coming back. Fate of Bajuna on my level 1. Can't stop it. Dead. Soul Blight on the Arachnarok. Can't stop it. Debuffed. He's gone through every spell that he knows. And he's got that extra item to give him an extra spell. A 5 dice Magic phase just bent me over the table in a way I've never seen. Just went to town and went through every spell. I've seen death before, but I've never seen it used like that. And you know what? That's just what it can do. I mean, it's just bad. It's just the way it works. I couldn't frickin' believe it. At this point, I just have to laugh. And I think it's over. We go to the shooting phase. He lays down 2 flame templates with his breath and kills. Well, here's from the Demon Prince. Here's from the Manticore. 14 Black Orcs get toasted. There's just nobody left on my side of the board. Somehow, I think I passed my panic test on the Goblins. Other than that, we forgot to roll. And that's it. That's his turn. I have never, ever been dismantled as quickly as this Demon Prince just did to me. And by the way, that's just his magic side. We're not even talking about getting into combat with this guy. Oh, it's just painful. So I sit and think about it a little bit. You know what? I had my shots to get him. I had 2 Doomdiver shots to get him. I could have taken him out easily and probably won the game in terms of points right there. My Trolls could have helped tie him up a little bit, and had I not been so dumb, I wouldn't have blocked some charges with my Trolls. But that was me. I mean, it was on me. Obviously, Death is very strong. Demon Prince is very strong. You can argue about he's broken or not, but I had my shots and it just missed. So we go to Orcs turn 2, and the only thing I can do is move my guys up a little bit. I charge my Savages into the Skull Crushers. I fail, so that the leadership, the Trolls, move forward, and I move my Black Orcs, the remaining 5, into an elite kill squad, MSU-style Black Orcs, and I get rid of the ranks so that I can move them around, but there's nothing I can do. The Savages go in. I got no magic. They don't do anything. Might have got a wound or 2 through, but it's over. We call it at this point. There was just nothing that we could do. So officially, I was 20-0'd by the Demon Prince on the second round with a 5 dice to 4 dice magic phase. At least is what I tell people to feel better. But in all honesty, we were laughing. We were both flabbergasted. Chris is a hell of a player. He's one of the top guys. I think he was number 2 or number 3 in the end in the tournament. I mean, Warriors of Chaos are a rock hard list. I call them demons because it was the demon that did it. But it was a rock hard list, but this was me. It was my placement. Having a level 2, I had a chance to dispel to dispel the Purple Sun. I had the placement there. He just capitalized on it. And so this was all me. But it is gross to sit through and see what he can do. It'd be one thing if that was like, an entity that was all it could do. It was really vulnerable, but it's a Demon Prince. It's not. I really hope 9th edition tones him down a little bit. And even Chris was saying that a little bit, that it gets kind of boring. You show up with this, and this is what's going to happen. And he basically walked up the tables and did a fantastic job on versus everyone doing the same thing. It just works out really well. And his BSB, super survivable. Demon Prince, super survivable, super offensive. It was just it was really painful to sit through, but we were laughing, having a good time. He bought me a beer, and he's a great guy. Absolutely fantastic guy, and I hope I get to play him again. We talked for quite some time about his other armies and stuff, and he's got a great Beastman army. He's got a ton of other different armies he's played. I'd love to play him again. I absolutely, that speaks a lot for his character, because if I get bent over the table this much and I want to play him again, that says he's a great guy. So, Game 3, last game of the day, got a big old Fed 0, walked home with one sore ass. We'll hope I can rally tomorrow. We'll see what happens in day 2. Thanks for watching, guys.